Hi, this is Bob Zalewski. I'm chairman and of the board of directors for Bolingbrook Area Chamber of Commerce and owner of Tailgater Sports Bar and Grill. We're here at Joyful Promise at 440 West Spoughton, Suite 103, to welcome one of the newest businesses in town with Marty Barton to celebrate the ribbon cutting of Joyful Promises. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our chamber staff and board of directors that have joined us. Today we have Mike Carpenzano here, our president and EVP, Sabrina Jones, manager of member services and events, Sarah Schumack, the membership director, Joy is not here, Joy Basil. The board members that are here is Kathy Steverston from Adventist Bolingbrook Hospital, Tom Castanoli, Promenade Bolingbrook, Marty Barton, Word Crafters, Pat Fiacato, Nancy's Pizza, Mir Ali, Shamrock Corporation, Taco Bell, John Paluzzo, John Lynn and Associates CPA, and we also have Keith, Marty's husband, and Jennifer, Marty's daughter, holding the ribbon today. Congratulations, Joyful Promises, and welcome to the Bolingbrook business community. Now it's my pleasure to turn the mic over to the big man in town, Mr. Leroy Brown.
Thank you for that, but there's only one big man in town, so there's not a problem. I want that perfectly clear. There's only one big man in town. All right, it's on tape. Thank you, Marty. I, too, would like to introduce some of the people that are here today, some of the elected officials. And we have Maria Zarate, village trustee, Pat Shanks, village trustee, a couple other village trustees could have made because they're out of town, and Mayor Claire could not make the day. You know, he'd love to be here because he likes things like this, you know. Marriage, yes. Also, we have some business people here that you want to call them because these are the people that actually run the village. And we have Jim Bone, our village attorney, that's here. We have Kevin McCarthy, our public safety director, that's here. We have Rosa Calhoun, that's here, finance director. And we have Rick Rickerman, is he here? Yeah. Our Lucas, our public, what do you call it? Public works? There you go. Public services. Whatever it is, he does a lot of public work for us. So, Martin, you know, I ask you, and it's nice to know we have a couple back here that's been married over 50 years, you know, so that is a milestone. So thank you for being an example for all of us that are here. Thank you. I asked you some questions about this first came in because I really wasn't sure what this was all about. Can you explain to everyone? I mean, now it's a no-brainer. You know, you got all the flowers and everything. You know, it's something to do with marriage. So you can explain it to us.
This is a location where I actually perform weddings, civil unions, and vow renewals. So it's my own little venue to perform those kinds of ceremonies.
Now, how many ceremonies have you performed thus far?
I am up to about 150.
You sure you're not a priest or something, you know? Wow, 150, they don't do that many. My goodness, what got you into this, Marty?
Well, I used to think I wanted to be a wedding planner, but can you say bridezilla? So I've always loved weddings, and I love the fact that there's such a sweet, hopeful moment in people's lives, and I wanted to be part of it. So I figured, since I don't want to be a wedding planner, the next best thing, or actually the best thing, is to be part of that moment and actually perform the ceremonies.
So if there's someone that's watching this tape or someone that's here that would like to get married, what would they have to do?
Well, first of all, they need to get a license, and then they need to call me, and we make the arrangements. We talk about what kind of ceremony they'd like to have. I do everything I can to personalize it for them so that it reflects their belief system and the elements that they want to include, and so it's meaningful for them and their guests, and we settle on what that's going to be, and we have a date, and then we have that special moment.
And how many days a week would you allow them to come in? Are you doing this 7 days a week or what?
Well, I'm available by appointment, and a lot of times there are couples I don't meet until the day I marry them. But we communicate by email and by phone. Many times we'll meet actually personally here and have a consultation first. But there are couples that just want to get married, make it legal, and come in and we do that.
Wow. And you've been doing this how many years now?
Since 2010.
Well, this is really nice. You've got it set up really nice, and you walk, and it makes you feel like you want to get married, you know.
It does that.
Yes, right. This is really nice. You got a number of people here that are married, and I'm sure some that are not married that might want to take you up on it before this is all over with today. Exactly. Mayor Claire had talked about this, and he thought it was very nice, too. I don't know if he had seen this, but he actually talked about, the ribbon cutting and thought it was a great place that people could come and see exactly what you do. I mean, you do a number of things. You're all over the world, and just happen to be one of them.
This is one thing, yeah.
And I see you got your husband and your daughter here that's helping you out.
They are actually both ordained as well. They are qualified or authorized to perform ceremonies, and they sort of back me up in case I, get hit by a bus or come down with the flu or something like that. But Keith makes sure all my IT stuff is working properly, and he's really my right-hand guy, and my daughter is my bookkeeper, and she helps schlep things too. She's bartender, so wears a lot of hats as well.
The question came, a number of people have asked me to marry them, and I've, kind of declined on doing that because I want them to be married. What do you have to do as far as your qualifications to do something like this? I know you're a priest, pastor, something like this, but you're what we call a civilian. So how does that work?
Well, I'm actually an ordained minister as well. You have to either be an officer of the court, a justice of the peace, or you need to be ordained by a recognized church, religious body. And I am the third thing. So I actually have my certificates out front.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of hot in here, and we want to get this going. So thank you for being here. Now people have a nice place they can come and get married and just walk right out the door and go on a honeymoon, right? Yep. Scissors, please. Oh. We also have a business license for you because you want to make sure you have your business license. And from the Village of Bolingbrook, thank you and congratulations on your business. And I'm sure you're going to do well with 100 and something already under your belt. You're well on your way.
Well on my way. Thank you.
I've always wanted to say, give me the scissors. Wow, this is nice. So who all is going to be on cutting the...
Can you reach and do that?
Oh, yes, we can do that. But please put your hand on top.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Okay.
Not there.
Yep.
Not there. Yeah. This isn't a medical center, and that's what it'll turn out to be.
That's right.
Okay. All right, can you help me? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.